what can you do to improve the roads in all of the areas and all the neighborhoods? Meaning the roads need lighting so, you know, the residents can see better and stop the large trucks from coming through the residential parts and having broken down trucks just stuck on the street. What could you do to improve the streets?
Again, it goes back relatively to that same question before about the crime in the neighborhood. How do you improve the crime in the neighborhood? How do we improve all of Washington Park? How do we make this a better community for all of us to live in? Okay. The answer is we get our budget under control. The city commission sets the priorities for the city. The city commission tells its staff what's important to the city commission. They set the vision, they set the policy. So we need to look on the city commission to say, what are the priorities of our city? Where do we want to spend our money? And we need to look at the communities themselves and start spending the monies to improve the local communities. We have to rework our budget, and Freddie is right. I have a master's degree of business, I have my law degree, and when you sit down and read the budget, you shouldn't need a master's degree in business to understand our budget. You shouldn't need a law degree to understand our budget. It is one of the most complicated documents I have ever read. We need to, and Freddie is right, we need to go through that budget and make it a much simpler budget and figure out where the waste is and figure out where the fraud is if there's fraud. And then take those dollars and stop wasting them. And instead of wasting those dollars, spend them to fix the streets and fix the neighborhoods.
Amen.
Well, that sounds wonderful.
Thank you.
And what we had to do was put on the back burner what we call our comprehensive plan, and that is the sidewalks, streets, and whatever. We had to do that for the last 2 years. That was one of the measures we had to take in order to put a stop hold on the budget. But in order to fix Hollywood Boulevard, well, you have to go to the state. In order to fix 441, you have to go to the state. There are county streets, there are city streets, there are federal streets, there are state streets. And we have to work with each one of those in order to be able to get them done. In order to get a no-through truck stop sign, we have to go through the county. In order to get any stop sign, we have to go through the county. If you want a red light, you have to go through the county. If you want the red light timed in a different manner, you go through the county, and sometimes you have to go through the state. So what happens is when you guys contact me, like Nadine did for the no-through truck signs, they got put up within 3 days by working with County Commissioner Sue Gunsberger.
That's your time.
Okay, well, Linda is absolutely right. Many of the roads here in Hollywood are state roads or county roads, and we do have to go through the state for them to improve upon them. But there are certain grants that President Obama put out to stimulate the economy that were shovel-ready jobs or anything that had to do with construction. And I know that many of the older cities like Wynwood and Miami and in northern or northwest Florida have received this grant money for infrastructure improvements. I don't know how far, so I can't comment if the city has gone to getting those grants, but I have a lot of focus on that, especially when it's money to improve our own city. Like someone else's dime, like I said again. Thank you.